Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today I have a top 5 worst heavy tanks video just for you guys, and the goal and aim of this video is to keep you guys away from buying or researching these tanks at tier 10, so therefore I want to save you guys some time, nerves, as well as money, and if you don't want to start sucky in terms of statistics, I suggest you listen to my advice. Now, I know this video isn't similar to my recent guides or educational videos. This is because I have exams, therefore, I don't have too much time to start editing as well as finding people to make a video. Therefore, just bear with me for a couple of weeks and everything will come back to normal. So basically, this list isn't in any particular order. I'm just giving you the top 5 tanks that are trash at tier 10, in my opinion. Of course, heavy tanks, because that's my main class. So basically, at number 5, I'm going to definitely put the IS-7. Why? Because it's completely trash. In terms of armor, it's actually quite strong. I'm not gonna lie, the armor, especially the front, the sides are also super troll, and the turret is super strong. But the main weakness of this thing is the gun. The gun is so abysmal. The gun is worse in terms of dispersion and accuracy and aim time compared to a VK72. I'm not even kidding, the gun on that thing is absolute trash, and the DPM won't allow you to do any damage. On top of that, you have a really weak ammo rack. As you can see here, the ammo rack of the IS-7, I think everyone knows this already, is completely trash. Overall, it's probably one of the worst heavy tanks at tier 10. If you want to do damage, if you want to grind your win rate, it's going to be super lame and super bad, and I think it's just a waste of time. Unless you're a new player and you actually, want to and if you don't care too much about stats, I think it's a decent tank. But at the same time, if you're already a more or less experienced player, skip the IS-7, just skip it. It's completely trash, I'm not kidding, and I think a lot of people already anticipated this tank anyway. And let's go on to number 4, and at number 4, I would definitely put the VK72. Now, this tank isn't as bad as many people claim. It's decent. I managed to do 3,400 in over 100 games. However, it's still really lame. The gun lets it down like insanely bad. Like, the gun is so bad you have no idea. The DPM is one of the worst at tier 10 in terms of heavy tanks, and the DPM will kill you. If you miss a shot or two, you are done. Your damage for the game is going out the window, and therefore your chance of winning also decreases. And the tank itself, is very slow, and the armor on the front is not that impressive, I'm not gonna lie. It has a lot of weak spots. Yes, against normal AP or APCR shells, the tank will hold a lot of shots, at least frontally. However, if someone starts loading gold, even medium tanks, they're going to be able to smash your frontal armor, and it's not even a joke. Whenever people see this tank, they auto-load gold, and it becomes, just a joke. It's a complete joke, and combined with the fact that your maneuverability is trash, your armor is trash, your gun is trash, overall, the tank is going to be trash. Simple as that. I hope no one gets offended by this, and I think this is already well known. The tank is overall trash. Sometimes you have good games in it, of course, and it's a playable tank. However, in a lot of circumstances, you will do a lot of sucky in it. So that's that. Now, at number 3, it was a hard choice indeed, so I definitely wanted to put the WZ1115A. Now, this tank is a copy of the IS-7. It has all of its bad factors. On top of that, it has no armor. Literally, it's an IS-7 without armor, and it does even more sucky. And if Droodles is watching this, Droodles, give me back my gold, man. Droodles once told me to try out the WZ, so I was like, yeah, sure. Droodles, maybe I got it wrong on the CC account, and maybe Droodles is right. I'll give it a second chance. And I bought it at the Christmas auction, and oh boy, was it bad. Oh boy, was it bad. It's one of the worst heavy tanks at tier 10. I don't know how Droodles managed to play 300 plus games in it. I don't know. Droodles probably mastered the tank, but I sucky in it. Therefore, Droodles, give me back my 10k. I sold it instantly, and oh boy, was it horrible. I have nothing else to say about that tank. It was complete trash. Complete and utter trash. Simple as that. Now, let's get back to number 2, and I think it is definitely the E6. Now, the E6 was okay for me at the time. Like, the E6 isn't a bad tank. It is fast, yes, the gun is decent. The gun is actually worse than the E5's gun. I don't understand why. On top of that, you have no armor, and even then, you have a turret which is decently armored, and a monster cupola on top, which is literally... which makes the tank look so ugly. I don't understand why it's in the game. It's pretty much pointless. The only thing that goes for it is the mobility. And even then, it just doesn't survive in battles. The gun is worse than the E5 gun. I think the gun needs a buff. Maybe it'll play a lot better than that after the buff. But other than that, you know, the tank is completely bad. I didn't enjoy it too much. It's an okay tank. But for the majority of people, I think they would agree that the E6 is, you know, completely trash. So that's that. And I think a lot of people will definitely agree with me. And lastly, I had a hard time choosing between 2 tanks, and I came to the conclusion that the mouse was definitely supposed to be in this list. I know Wargaming made a recent video about how good the mouse is in terms of win rate. I completely disagree. Of course, if you're in a platoon, that's a completely different story. However, in terms of doing damage or something along those lines, it's gonna be complete trash. I'm not even gonna lie. The mobility, as well as the DPM and low penetration are just gonna make the mouse complete trash. Now, for tournaments, it's completely different. For tournaments, it may well be very good. However, for random battles, the mouse is literally complete garbage if you want to play for damage as well as win rate, unless you're in a platoon. So with that, this video comes to an end. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy is out. Bye-bye.